So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And this is now today's
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. So that's got things underway. Now it's Balogun. Clayson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pasalic. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Balogun. Now it's Pasalic. He's on it, can he get away? Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end? And the shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pasalic. Good ball, good take. Bargi.
Oh, great feat, that.
Knocks it into space. Can he latch on to this? No goals as yet. Looking for the run.
Copenhagen always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Oh, good spread. Bargi tries to play it through. That's good running with the ball. It's a promising position. And it's Fernandez. Fernandez! And the ball's come loose here. Now it's Somerville. Crosses it in. Getting up there! It's there! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not kicking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
After 25 minutes. 21. Number 21.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Goal! After 29 minutes.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Clayson. Oh, nice touch. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
The goal scorer after 33 minutes is number 7.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Fagioli. And Fernandez. Now it's Balogun. And it's Pasalic. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make... And that's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After 39 minutes is...
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And now he has 2. So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's destined for the flank. Pasalic. Now it's Balogun. Now it's Somerville. There's a searching pass. Oh, good-looking ball. And now the breakaway. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
It's a decent clearance. Pasalic. Now it's Balogun. Bargi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Strokes it back. And the referee says that is that for the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Robertson. And Fernandez. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's forced to go back. Hansko. Fagioli. Great vision. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Balogun deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Balogun on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Clayson has found the net here, of course. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bargi. Searching pass he's played there. It's not an especially good pass, that. Clayson distributed tidily. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Balogun, and it's Pasalic. Over to the right flank. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Out towards the flank. Clayson. Pass somewhat off target. Robertson. Fernandez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Clayson. And it's made its way to him. Bargi. Pasalic. And it's Fernandez. And Robertson. Somerville has created 1 goal already. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitutions taking place.
Juan. Hansko. Balogun being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Copenhagen really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's managed to get free, and he's definitely onside. Cleared away. And they're quick to get it back. And he's picked it up out wide. Bartji, and he's gone backward here. Now, can they get it back? This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Somerville. And the counter is on. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Into the last 5 minutes. He's picked his way through. Looking for the fall. Oh, good effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Balogun. This looks promising. Now it's Somerville. Pasalic receives it in a good position. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Balogun picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Hello, everybody.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Ansu Fati, has hogged the limelight since his debut, far more than some of his more illustrious peers. Someone seen as the next great thing in football, and from what I've seen, certainly from a tactical intelligence viewpoint, I think it's going to be hard to refute that.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Sorlot. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Sorlot clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's in a great position here. Bargi. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. That's good play. And he whips it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Turns back here, probably the best option. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Bonya. Now Belaid. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fagioli. Hansko. And Bargi. Now it's and a chance! It's bounced back off the post. Plays it across. Pasalic! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Belaid. Can he get on the end of this? Juan cuts out the pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Fernandez. And here's Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati! Brilliant from Ansu Fati! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And we have liftoff. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Fagioli. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Ansu Fati. Oh, that's fabulous. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cleared away. Might be danger here. He's having a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Solot. Now it's Bina. Now it's Solot. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Pasalic. Fati has it out wide and in space. Tries a shot! Bina. Now it's Solot. Over to the right flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's a key interception. And Ansu Fati looking understandably energised after his goal. Pressing high and with purpose.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
5 minutes till the break. Wriggles his way through. And it's made its way to him. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Bardji. And it's Robertson. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, cuts it back. Defending of the desperate variety. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Kubil opts for safety. Almada. Almada. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Fagioli. And it's Fernandez. Bardji. Now it's Pasalic. He shifted it to the flank. Ansu Fati. Shot at goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he thumps it clear. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Baina. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Belaid. The most accurate pass. Robertson. And it's Juan. Hansko. Fagioli. Now it's Balogun. Now it's Pasalic. Nicely spread. Bargi has the space to scheme. This looks promising. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Baina. Now Belaid. It's a good ball out wide. Surlot. Belaid receives it in a good position here. Threads one in. Belaid is wide and looking to get onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Bargi. Fernandez. Fagioli. And it's Robertson. To Pasalic. Fernandez. That's where it came from. Out towards the flank. Baina. That has been slung wide. That's destined for the flank. And he's quick to return it. Can he latch on to this? And that's the keeper's ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Ansu Fati. And he's managed to get free. Good ball, good take.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9,
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 14.
Belaid tries to clear. It's a searching pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great defending, strong and determined. Spread to the right.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Stood up well to him there. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Madrid really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Ansu Fati. I think we're just about done here.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
And that's it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. And Sufati claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't in the game plan, the idea of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from before the break. But I suppose they were never really in danger, so there was no need to disengage the handbrake in the end.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And this is now today's lineup.
It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Mauro Icardi. He's going to be a big threat up front, Peter, and for me, it's his positioning that makes him the player he is. He just seems to always be able to find that extra half a yard, and he times his runs to absolute perfection. It just all seems completely instinctive. He makes it look so easy.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Fernandez. Fagioli. Now he's got space here, and he's straight offside. Sanchez. Akun. And this is Icardi. Takes a shot. Oh, nearly. Looking for the run, and this is Icardi. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Bargi. They get a throw in. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Pasalic. Oh, good take in a good area. Jakobs defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. So it is still 0-0. And he's picked it up out wide. Akun. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sané. And it's Sané. Nice bit of trickery.
Galatasaray really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Fagioli. Robertson. Now it's Balogun. Now it's Somerville. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Not the most convincing of passes. Akun. Oh, good spread. And he's intervened well there. Fagioli. Now it's Icardi. Now it's Sara. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. Yilmaz with the cross. And the shot! And he's there to clear it. 30 minutes gone. Well, that's an excellent interception. Somerville. And Fagioli. Robertson. Back towards the middle. And it's Robertson. And Fernandez. That's going wide left. He's found space here. Nice control. He has found the way through. Takes a shot! He's scored! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
After 37 minutes is number 21.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And Sané! Against the crossbar!
Sané made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Robertson. Now it's Balogun. Threads one in. Robertson providing an outlet on that flank. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Bardazzi. Akun. That's a good ball out wide.
There will be
Well,
one
that's
more
well seen
added
too.
time.
Akun. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And now, to all
There's
members
plenty
of
of
the crowd,
positives to
I'd
take,
like to
despite
ask
the
you to
lead
join
being
me
so
in
small,
wishing
Peter.
our
I
birthday
think playing
boy
well, good
very
energy,
special
a little more
birthday.
composure
And
up front
please
perhaps.
welcome
That's
our
not too
lads
much
the
to ask.
field.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Can he get it through? Bardazzi has a look and plays it forward. Over to the right flank. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bardazzi. Space for him to turn and look. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the pass is intercepted. Juan. Hansko. And it's Fagioli. Fagioli being watched hawkishly here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely spread. Now it's Sané. Fagioli. Shalai. And here's Sané. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pasalic. And it's Pasalic. Now it's Balogun. It's a good spell of possession, this. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Bardakci, tidy with his distribution. Not the most accurate pass. Hansko. Bardakci. And it's Fagioli. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bardakci. That is good alertness. Torreira. Akun powering forward here. To Pasalic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And here's Gundogan. Pasalic. Robertson. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Fernandez. Distributed tidily. Bardakci picks it up out wide. Now it's Balogun. Now it's Somerville. Somerville! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Substitution in progress.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Chance! Torreira. Sanchez. It's a promising position. Gundogan. Now it's Osimhen. Fagioli. And here's the chance to counter. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Osimhen, and he's had it nicked away. Pasalic. Now that looks a decent ball. Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it. Can he get away? Sané. Now it's Osimhen. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Gundogan. Tries one from range! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Gundogan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. This could be their final throw of the dice. Sara with the short one. But he's well positioned here. Shot at goal! And he hits the net! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Galatasaray give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Balogun voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And that gets things running. Darmian finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing him play because it's my area. He's a proper defender, Peter, for one thing, but he's also got plenty of pace and an eye for a killer pass, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him making an impact at either end.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Juan promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Fagioli. Now it's Somerville. Valverde. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Spread it left. Robertson. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the counter is on. Engages and forces him off the ball. Darmian. Panchko. And it's Juan. And Robertson. Juan. Fagioli. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball, good take.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet because neither attack has turned up.
Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Balogun had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Carvajal.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Spread to the right. Balogun's cross. Valverde. And it's Diaz. Turns back here, probably the best option. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. It's a pretty loose pass. He can run onto that. Oh, Gilt Edge takes a shot! Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Valverde. Juan. And Fernandez. Now it's Balogun. Fagioli. Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish. But that is not going to count.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Asensio. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Balogun. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off. Camavinga, Eder Militao, and it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, Brahim Diaz. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's a sharp little ball here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Balogun. Now, can they get him away? He's found space here, and he was quick to react.
Un minuto de descuento.
Brahim Diaz. Fagioli. Pasalic. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. We're on the move again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
In towards the back stick. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Pasalic.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Balogun. Now it's Somerville. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's definitely onside. Bargi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's in a great position here. Spread out to the left. Somerville. And that is out of play. He slings it in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Balogun. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Fran Garcia. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Bargi. And it's Pasalic. Tries to pass it through. Balogun receives it in a good position here. Pasalic. Pasalic. And Bargi. Now it's Balogun. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Chance here to counter. And he's found a way past. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, el dorsal 21. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18, el dorsal 46.
Damian. Fagioli. Hansko. And Juan. Fagioli. Pasalic is being harried and hassled.
Well, to be honest, Peter, he has dictated much of the play. Better late than never in trying to stop him. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Pasalic. Now it's Balogun. Over to the right flank. Bargi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Somerville. Now it's Balogun. He has found a way through. Balogun! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Garcia joining us now. I think we all anticipated that.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
And here's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bargi. And it's Fagioli. Damian. And Fagioli. Bargi. Oh, good spread.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Valverde.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Bargi. Oh, they could break here. And it's Pasalic. Now this could be a chance. Can he get it through? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Carvajal. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.